Hi everybody, how are you? So I haven't done a reading in a really long time and I'm going to, but I just wanted to talk about like using imagery to help you with your negative thoughts if you have any, okay? So I read a book a long time ago and I love the book. I'm probably going to read it again actually now that I'm talking about it. But in the book it tells you that when you're upset or when you feel like you're in a really dark place or when you have all these negative thoughts and like you just feel like you can't get out of a rut, you can't do whatever. First of all, if you're in a rut, before you get too deep into your rut, try to like do everything opposite. So if you see yourself doing something that's negative, try to do the opposite of it. I mean, if you do drugs and alcohol and everything like that and other paraphernalia, then it might be a little bit harder because that's just like what you're used to and that's what you rely on. But if you can try to focus your attention onto something else and not so much having to, release with something that's going to numb you, then that would be more beneficial, obviously. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, it's so easy to just not do drugs. And no, like I get it. I've done it. So I'm not going to say that. But, the negative pattern thinking, if you don't rely on things like that, like the negative pattern thinking, like just in general, like if you overeat, like, like mindfully eat like one thing or like a small portion of a meal, you know what I mean? But this is what I learned and it used to really help me. I'm actually going to start doing it again. So what you do is when you find yourself in a dark spot, you can picture yourself in a dark spot. So picture yourself in a dark room, right? And then imagine yourself getting up in the dark room, looking for you can look for a flashlight or you can do anything. However you want to find a cleaning rag in the dark, you do it, okay? However you want to imagine it. So then after you do that, you're going to start washing the windows. So you're in this dark area, right? And you're going to take a cloth and you're going to start wiping down windows. And you're going to imagine you having that sunlight come into the window. And you will feel a sense of release. It's really cool. Like a sense of relief will just hit you because it's like, I don't even know. It's kind of like, like when you've been like in your room for days and it's like really dark and then all of a sudden like you feel better or like you even just go out into the world and it's like, it's like the sun's in your eyes and you're like, wow, I've been like in a dark hole for like a week now. I haven't gone anywhere. It's like, it does something to you because the sun has certain vitamins in it or it has like certain rays or whatever that really help with us, and that's why it's really important to get out in the sun as much as possible, and that's why it's really important to try to get out into nature as much as possible. But yeah, so that was something that I learned that really used to help me, is that I would picture myself in a dark room. I picture myself somehow finding a rag, and I'd start wiping the windows down, and all of a sudden like the dirty window would start having this sunlight come in and like brighten up the room. So it used to help me a lot. So I'm just trying to say maybe it could help other people. All right. Bye guys.